In the heart of medieval Europe were shadows of fate stretching over the land. One man stood tall, not in rebellion, but in harmony. He did not fight fate with reason. He wove them together, born into nobility, raised in silence, called stubborn by his family, and revered by the church. He was the mind that baptized Aristotle, the theologian who shaped centuries, the philosopher who asked not only what is God, but what is man's purpose. This is the story of Thomas Aquinas, the Angelic Doctor. Thomas Aquinas was born in 1225 CE, near Naples, Italy. He was a child of noble lineage. The Count of Aquino and his family envisioned him as a powerful abbot, maybe even a bishop. But the young Thomas had other plans. At age 19, he joined the Dominican order, a group of traveling preachers known for scholarship and humility. His family was furious. They captured him, locked him in a tower, even tried to tempt him with a prostitute. But Thomas was unshakable. After 2 years, he was released and sent to study under Albertus Magnus, the universal doctor in Cologne. Albertus once said of him, "We call him the dumb ox, but his bellowing will fill the world." Thomas lived in a time when Christian doctrine ruled every institution. The church was the center of intellectual life. Philosophy served theology. Truth came from divine revelation. But as Europe rediscovered Greek philosophy, especially Aristotle, tension arose. Could a pagan thinker align with Christian truth? Most were afraid, but Thomas Aquinas embraced Aristotle. He saw not a threat, but a bridge. Thomas believed that faith and reason come from the same source, God, so they cannot contradict each other. He said, "Grace does not destroy nature, but perfects it." Faith gives us truth beyond reason, like the Trinity, but reason helps us understand the world and even some truths about God. Thus, theology scares science, philosophy, and made of theology. Both are needed. In his Summa Theologiae, Thomas presented 5 ways to prove God's existence using reason. Motion. Everything in motion is moved by something. There must be a first mover. Causation. Every effect has a cause. There must be a first cause. Contingency. All things could have not existed, so there must be a necessary being. Degrees of perfection. We recognize better and worse. There must a most perfect being. Order and design. Nature acts with purpose. There must be an intelligent designer. For Thomas, God is not assumed. He is demonstrated. Influenced by Aristotle, Thomas believed humans are made of form and matter, or in our case, soul and body. The soul is not trapped in the body, it perfects it. He rejected Plato's dualism. Instead, the soul is the form of the body. After that, the soul survives, but longs to be reunited with the body. This idea helped the church defend the doctrine of bodily resurrection. Thomas argued that moral laws are not arbitrary rules, they come from our human nature. He defined eternal law, God's wisdom that governs all, natural law, how humans naturally understand right from wrong. We are guided by reason toward preserving life, reproducing, seeking truth, living in society. So, to sin is to go against reason. This would later become the foundation of Western moral and legal system. Thomas' greatest work as the Summa Theologiae, a vast encyclopedia of Christian theology and philosophy. It covers the nature of God, the purpose of humanity, virtues and vice, Christ and salvation, law and society. He wrote, in a distinct format, question, objections. On the contrary, I answered that, replies. It was logical, precise, humble, a dialogue with centers of thinkers. Though incomplete when he died, it became one of the most influential texts in Christian history. In universities, some thinkers follow Averroes, Ibn Rushd, and claim it. And soul is universal. Reason and religion may contradict. Thomas vehemently opposed this. He said, if soul is infallible and mortal, truths cannot contradict. If they do, one must be misunderstood. In a way, he continued the dialogue between East and West, between Aristotle's Muslim defender and his Christian disciple. Thomas died in 2074 at age 49 on his way to the Council of Lyon. He had a vision before he died, and after it, he said, all I have written seems like straw compared to what I have seen. In 3023, he was canonized as a saint. In 5067, he was named Doctor of the Church. His legacy shaped Catholic doctrine, influenced Protestant thought, inspired secular legal philosophy, created a bridge between reason and revelation that endures today. Thomas Aquinas was not merely a scholar, he was a builder of bridge, of understanding, of harmony. He didn't fear philosophy, he purified it. He didn't deny faith, he illuminated it. Where some saw contradiction, he saw completion. Where some saw reason as rebellion, he saw it as worship. And in the echoing halls of every library, in the quiet page of moral law, his voice still asked, what is man's purpose? And quietly answered, to know the truth and to love it. Join us next time as we return east to a wandering mistake whose silence was as powerful as his words, Lao Tzu, and the path of the Tao. Till then, think deeply, question wisely, and walk with both faith and reason.